Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Gardener. So I just wanted to quickly show you now this is how nature tends to work. We can't do much about it, but I definitely don't like when the succulent tends to do this. I don't know, it's going to be visible because it's very dark in color. You can see these are all the pups that are growing in between the mother plant. I don't actually know why the succulent tends to do this, but it starts to put out pups in the center. This is the crown area, and you can see the crown area leaf, the mother leaf is getting smashed, and even on this side as well you can see they are kind of growing. It's everywhere in between the leaves. Now of course this was a very beautiful succulent, very dear to me, but I think it is not going to look that great after some days, because as and when the pups will start to grow, they are going to kind of destroy the entire structure of the mother plant. You can already see over here, initially when I looked at this plant I thought probably it's not getting a lot of light because the leaves were not looking very symmetrical. But when I took a closer look, at first I was a little bit scared. I thought probably there is something hiding in between the leaves, but on closer inspection, I think I'm going to show it to you from this side. It will be much visible. You can see those red pups that are starting to come up. So they are present on every portion of the leaves. I don't know why the succulent tends to do it. It's even over here as well. It's on like every in between, everywhere. I think this is something related with the genetics or probably some kind of mutation wherein this starts to happen. Of course I'm going to keep a watch on the succulent to see how it will further look as and when it starts to grow. These are the two leaves on the crown area. They're kind of getting smashed because the pups are trying to make space out, so they are kind of pushing each other, trying to make some space in order to grow. Of course, as I said, the structure of the mother plant is going to be completely destroyed. It is a type of Agoides, not very sure about the exact ID, but it is slowly starting to break into multiple pups. I am definitely excited to get a lot of pups, but at the same time I'm feeling a little bit bad because the mother plant is going to lose the entire structure of the plant, and this happens with quite a lot of succulents. There is no known reason as to why it does. It's not that there has been a lot of fertilizers in this. The soil is very lean and poor in nutrient material. It's not very organic soil, but still this is something that tends to happen. It's all up to nature. We can't do much other than just to respect it. And over here I have another variety. This one as well is doing the same thing. It is starting to put out pups like this in a circle. The upper portion is also getting in some. I think this is definitely a bloom that is coming up, because blooms usually come on the upper portion, but these are all pups, and the same thing is going to happen to this one as well. You can already see it has spoiled the structure of the succulent. Ideally, you know how succulents tend to look like. They have this beautiful symmetrical look, but you can see it is kind of changing the entire look of the succulent, and eventually once they start to grow they will push in a little bit more. As of now I haven't seen any of the leaves breaking, because when they tend to push out pups they might happen to break the leaves, but luckily right now nothing like that is happening. I am happy, at the same time not very happy. Not very happy because it's going to lose the structure of the succulent, but happy because it's going to give me a lot of pups, and I'm not very sure how the pups are going to come out because they are going to be attached to the mother plant. It is going to be a task to separate it, because ideally the pups tend to grow near the stem, which is closer to the soil, and usually they have roots, but these will be attached onto the mother stem quite higher. So it's going to be a big challenge, and it's going to be something new for me as well to see how the pups are going to develop. Probably they will be connected to the stem. We have to separate them, pull out some of the leaves in order to make some space to pull out the pups. It's going to be quite challenging and tricky, but let's see how it works. Now it's nothing to do with light, because both of them are being kept in morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours. But I think it is some kind of mutation that happens in the succulent. There was no damage to the mother plant as such, but probably that's how the genetics, or that's how the modification in the succulent is happening, due to which it is putting out a lot of pups, and yep, that's how it is. So I will keep you guys updated of how it's going to do. I will again keep it back in the same place where it receives a good amount of light. They are getting balanced watering. It's not that they are being underwatered or that I'm adding in too much of water. It's just the same care that I give for all of the succulents: balanced watering, good amount of morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours. But I think it all depends upon the succulent itself, how it wants to grow. It's all about nature. So I will keep it aside, and I'm going to keep a close watch on what's going to happen, and I'm going to keep you guys updated about it. So guys, that's all about it. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep propagating.